You know, some foods just don't shout for attention. They aren't flashy, they don't trend online, and they rarely dominate a restaurant menu. The black-eyed pea is one of them. Yet for centuries, this humble legume has quietly endured, feeding families through hardship, anchoring powerful traditions, and carrying a story far beyond what's in the bowl. First, quick fact. Despite the name, black-eyed peas aren't peas at all. They're actually a type of cowpea, originally from West Africa, where they were cultivated for thousands of years. Cowpeas could thrive in hot climates, poor soil, and with unpredictable rain. They even improved the farmland by fixing nitrogen in the soil, all while providing reliable protein when other crops would fail. This incredible toughness would come to define their future. Black-eyed peas arrived in the Americas through the transatlantic slave trade. Enslaved Africans brought not just the seeds, but the agricultural knowledge of how to grow these life-sustaining crops in harsh conditions with limited resources. On plantations, enslavers often saw black-eyed peas as undesirable, leaving them for enslaved people to cultivate and eat. That dismissal ended up saving lives. Black-eyed peas became a crucial survival food. They were nutrient-dense, shelf-stable when dried, and incredibly versatile in the kitchen. Over time, they became deeply woven into the fabric of Southern food, not as a delicacy, but as a constant, reliable presence. After the Civil War, their symbolism deepened even further in the war-torn South. Black-eyed peas were one of the few crops left standing after Union troops had destroyed fields of corn and wheat. They became a powerful symbol of endurance in the face of absolute devastation. Eating them wasn't just about getting calories. It was an act of continuity, a connection to a past that survived. This is where the famous New Year's tradition really starts to take shape. By the late 19th century, eating black-eyed peas on New Year's Day became a widespread custom, associated with good luck, prosperity, and protection for the year ahead. The story goes that the peas looked like coins, symbolizing wealth. They were often served with greens like collards or mustard green stew represent paper money, and cornbread, which stood in for gold. This meal wasn't about excess. It was about hope, born from hardship. The iconic dish, hapanjan, which combines black-eyed peas with rice and pork, became a ritual in itself. It's an expression of survival that transformed into forward-looking optimism. The pork was said to symbolize progress, because pigs root forward, never backward. The rice added substance and structure. Put it all together, and the dish tells a story. We have endured, and we will continue to move forward. From a nutritional standpoint, black-eyed peas are modest, but highly effective. They're packed with fiber, plant-based protein, folate, and important minerals like iron and magnesium. Their slow-digesting carbs provide steady energy, not a quick spike and crash. Like so many traditional foods, they weren't designed for modern marketing. They were designed for function. In the kitchen, they're a dream to cook with. They absorb flavors beautifully from smoked meats, herbs, and aromatics, all while holding their shape. Their mild, earthy taste makes them a perfect foundation for a dish, supporting other ingredients without demanding to be the star. And that role really mirrors their cultural place. Black-eyed peas aren't about spectacle. They're about reliability. They're about the meals that show up year after year, especially when life feels uncertain. Today, the New Year's tradition continues. For some, it's a deeply celebrated ritual. For others, it's a half-remembered habit, something you do just because, well, that's what you do. But the meaning is still there, just beneath the surface. Eating black-eyed peas on January 1st isn't just a superstition. It's a remembrance. It's a quiet nod to survival, and to the idea that prosperity doesn't always arrive with a loud bang. Sometimes it shows up quietly, through resilience, patience, and the humble foods that carried people through their hardest chapters. Not every tradition is meant to dazzle. Some are simply meant to endure.